Time-sensitive nature of the bill, I think it was fine to do it that way. I think it's still prevalent. It's still needed to fix a problem with the EMC rules that we put out. So,
are we going to see a standalone bill next week?
I don't know. Don't know yet. I've got to sit back and figure out what we need to do and figure out where everybody is on it, where my caucus is.
What's the problem that you're trying to fix?
Well, the problem is trying to fix is we allowed the EMC to promulgate rules on air toxins, but we never said they could look at the state and federal to adopt those federal rules, state and federal rules. We want to allow them to consider that alternative also, rather than going back to the rules review process to promulgate their own. If the state and federal rules are good enough, then just adopt those.
Is this a response to the fact that Blue Ridge Environmental Defense petitioned the Mining and Energy Commission to reconsider the rules, the air quality rules, and that you're trying to circumvent any litigation against
not on my part. It's just the fact is, why reinvent the wheel if we don't have to? Why go out there and go through, take a couple months to go through the Rules Review Commission, have your public input and do all those things. The rules are already there that we can use. We don't want to be inefficient. We would like to be as efficient as we can. So therefore, if the subset is good enough, let's use it.
Why is this coming up at this? I mean, we're 2 weeks from hydraulic fracturing rules going into effect. Why is this coming up now? Why didn't it happen sometime in the past?
Well, I think just going through the rules, the thousands of rules we have, we've just figured this is a better process. It's a more efficient process to just say, are they there? Can we use them? Then go ahead and use them. And that's state and federal. So it allows you to adopt. It just gives the Mining Energy or the EMC another alternative to say, are we going to do this or are we going to do this? Is it A or is it B? Or is it a combination of the two?
But, I mean, it seems odd to me that this would end up being an amendment onto a bill about coal ash. Like, why not run this as a separate bill?
Well, because then it is, I consider it more of a technical change. It is a technical change that just gives you another alternative rather than going back through the whole process. To me, it's a matter of efficiency.
Obviously, your colleagues didn't consider it to be a technical.
Well, my colleagues on the left side, which I doesn't really, I didn't really consider whether they would or not, because I figured they wouldn't like it. I was surprised they voted for it the first time. So, we're concerned about what the majority, what my caucus wants to do, and that's what we'll be talking about.
Were you surprised by what the majority of your caucus?
Well, you never know where the caucus goes. That's according to what information they get at that time. I think we have a very independent caucus, which I think has worked well in the past, and will continue to work well in the future.
What did you talk about during that meeting?
We talked about caucus business, which as I told you before, is not outside the door.
Well, you've clearly talked about this amendment.
We talked about caucus business.
What was the general tone of the conversation as you talked about caucus?
It was caucus business. Nothing at a caucus goes out of the room, and I'm the majority leader. I have to uphold that guideline.
Yeah. Was there a reason for the timing being within the middle of the session?
Yeah,
there?
we need some caucus business to talk about.
Does this reflect poorly on your leadership early in the session?
I don't know. To me, I'm just here. I'm just an old country engineer, as everybody says. All I'm here to do is do the will of the caucus. I'm here to facilitate where the caucus wants to go. That's my job.